Alright, July bullet journal, take 4, because Binks would not stop purring. Hey kittens, it's Megan, and July has arrived. You know what that means. It's time for another cryptid story, and this month's cryptid is brought to you by my nightmares. Anyone with galeophobia, or the fear of sharks, may want to stay out of the water near Baja California in Mexico. There have been sightings of a giant black shark in the peninsula spanning back centuries, and even though no proof has been provided, we haven't explored the ocean enough to be able to definitively say that this cryptid doesn't exist. Aggressive, destructive, and an apex predator, the black demon has been rumored to be anywhere from 20 to 60 feet in length. Many have speculated that this shark could be a megalodon or even a new, undiscovered species of shark. Another theory about this shark is that it may be a large great white that has melanism, a condition that leads to an unusual darkening of the skin. Half-eaten remnants of whales and other large marine animals washed ashore are often credited to this creature's monstrous appetite and are offered as proof of its existence. Until we explore the ocean in its entirety, we will never truly know if this creature is out there. I know in my last video I mentioned a desire for a pop of color, but I do not regret doing this spread in black and white. It reminds me of those old school horror movies, and as a certified Halloween movie junkie, this is giving me all of the serotonin. The font I emulated this month is called Anger Styles from dafont.com, and I'll link it below. If you've been here a while, you know the second page of my setup is always the calendar. I decided to use floating boxes because I really like the aesthetic, and each day on the calendar is 5 boxes wide and 6 boxes tall. That gives me just enough space to write everything I need without the page looking cluttered. Off to the left of the page, I included a spot for any notes that come up about future events, as well as a box to put my YouTube growth tracker. Now, I'm gonna paraphrase here, but a friend of mine commented that she really liked the fact that I didn't use rulers during my last video because it was less intimidating. When I asked her what she meant, she told me that my lines aren't straight, my art isn't perfect, and it makes bullet journaling seem much more approachable. I had never thought of it like that. I spend a lot of time watching bullet journal videos, and I do agree that there is a feeling of perfectionism when it comes to what we put out there. Bullet journaling doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be about the aesthetic. Overall, it just needs to function. My journal certainly isn't perfect, but I've learned to take a breath and turn the page anyways. A fine example of imperfection is this page. This is my habit, mood, and sleep tracker, and I totally miscounted the days, and I didn't notice until I was editing this video. That's okay because perfection is impossible, and I always forget to fill in the last day on my tracker anyways. For this page, I wanted to try a different layout than I've ever done before. Starting at the bottom, we have the sleep tracker that I fell in love with last month, which tracks the time I sleep rather than the total hours. On top of that is my standard mood tracker, and to the right is something completely new. I decided to do a 1 card a day tarot reading for the entire month, and I'm excited to see what happens. At the top of the page is the habit/daily routine that I'm going to follow this month. Starting when I wake up, I want to start with making my bed, flossing, doing my morning skincare, taking my meds, then read, write, meal prep, tidy, deal with the litter box, shower, do my evening skincare, and meditate before bed. The next page, my reading tracker, is one that I'm hoping to fill up this month. I have been in a huge reading slump lately, and there are a few new releases coming out that look really interesting. I'll talk about those more in my next video, which will be a reading journal setup video, so please look forward for that one soon. I have kept this reading tracker style the same all year, and I still love the aesthetic. There are a lot of blank lines on this page, which is kind of intimidating and optimistic, but hey, go big or go home. The page next to the reading tracker is for Project Green, which is the working project title for my current novel in progress. I still don't know what I'm going to be working on for sure this next month, but in the past I've done time tracking and created a to-do list. In my last video, I talked about creating a novel Bible or wiki, and I think that might be a huge part of this next month's writing plan. The second to last page of this setup is my expense tracker. It's a simple layout, and I plan to track every single dollar I spend this month. I have this horrible habit of losing track of where my money has gone because I am fortunate enough to be in a position where I live comfortably. I really wanted to get serious about my finances for the second half of the year, and this seems like a good step forward. If I know what I have, I can better plan for my future. The information that I'm tracking is the date of purchase, place, category, things like food, clothing, gas, and the amount spent, as well as a space to put the total amount at the bottom. The final page of my setup is a simple brain dump spread that I will be using as a sort of catch-all for anything else that comes up. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm hoping it will be useful. If not, it can always act as overflow with my expense tracker if I need it. That is it for the July setup. In total, I spent about 1 hour and 38 minutes working on this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. And if you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and think about subscribing to my channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!